Scorpio, hello. This is going to be a reading for February 14th through 20th. Valentine's Day is on Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. 2 days later, we have a full moon on Wednesday. So, on Valentine's Day, you're probably going to be feeling that full moon energy, that full moon draw. Just so you know, good to know on big days like Valentine's Day, if that's something that's big for you. So, what I'm going to look at for you this week is we're going to pull a card for your overall energy of the week, end of your reading. What is and isn't working for you this week? What is working for you? What isn't? What does work for you? What doesn't? What have you? And then we will choose. We will look at briefly past, present, future of the week. So, I just stumbled right through that description, didn't I? Scorpio, my apologies. But we're going to just keep recording. All right, so let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Overall energy of the week for you, Scorpio, we have the Ten of Swords. So, yeah, it's like a death card, but it's also an ending card. And it's whatever, usually the ending is meant to be. It means that it's just, you've done enough with this thing, whatever it is. You've gotten enough wounds and knives and everything in you. It's time to drop them and die. I don't mean die, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's time for the thing to end. It's an ending. And isn't that lovely? Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to what isn't working for you. There's a lot of swords in that category. The swords are blue in this deck. You can see all the blue. What is working for you this week is Strength, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. Wow. So what is working for you this week, Scorpio, is obviously standing in your power and grabbing onto that strength that's available for you. You have incredible strength this week, and you have incredible power and self-motivation and drive, and and you're doing it for a reason too. And there's another 10 here. So it almost feels like you have the strength and self-empowerment to come to this ending in a lovely way instead of in this kind of way. Maybe this is what it feels like this is what the environment is giving you, and this is what you have the ability to turn it into. It's a lovely ending. An ending where you're looking at the good in what happened instead of the bad, where you're not torturing yourself and you're looking at all the things that you're grateful for, like all the little babies you made that are gone now. It's very interesting. Like you have these two empowered cards, like manly energy. I mean, manly, what energy? There's no gender here, but it's a little bit more of a masculine energy, and then it ends. But you're using that energy in order to do a beautiful, more feminine feeling thing, and turn a violent ending into a lovely thing. That's what is working for you this week, Scorpio. What isn't working, or what wouldn't work, doesn't mean that you're doing it. We have the Three of Swords, the Father of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So what wouldn't work for you this week is to sit in that sword energy and to let that ending be this way. What isn't working for you is just worrying and stressing and being in your head about however the universe gave you an ending that was a little rough. If you just dwell on that and bite everyone around you with words, that's not working for you this week, Scorpio. So pay attention to that. You have incredible strength and incredible power open to you. So if you were just going to sit in this energy when you have all of that power available to you this week, wouldn't that be silly? So if you find yourself in this energy, it's okay, but just recognize it. You're like, oh, there it is. I don't have to do that. I have a lot of universal strength this week. I'm going to grab onto the strength. I'm going to put this stuff I'm going to put all of these thoughts down here. That's what I would say for you, Scorpio, this week. Past, present, future for this week, we have the Daughter of Wands, the Mother of Swords, and the Chariot. Well, I mean, you're definitely ending with success with that Chariot. That's for sure. You know, like I said, you have the energy available to you. Use it. Moving into the energy, or moving into this week, you have the energy of the Daughter of Wands, and that's great. Considering this is like your overall energy for the week, it seems like you're handling it fine. I mean, you do have that ability to fall back into that like headspace of torturing yourself. No one else is torturing you, but you're telling yourself that it's everyone else's fault. Don't fall into that energy. You're moving into this week with a gorgeous, this is like the Page of Wands, but it's also a beautiful, like, art, you know, it's an artist in this deck. And she hasn't painted anything yet, but she sure is inspired. She was inspired enough to set up her easel and to sit down and be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this. And that's the energy that you're moving into this week. With, you know, the energy that you're moving into the week with. In the middle of the week, we have the Mother of Swords. You know, and it dips back into that energy. I mean, okay. Now that we have the Mother of Swords and the Father of Swords in this reading, it feels like in the middle of the week, you might struggle with whatever that relationship. I mean, it feels like a relationship, but it could be anything in your life. It could be any kind of situation, but it feels more like a relationship for most of you. I mean, it's a general reading, but most of you. In the middle of the week, you do struggle with like trying to convince yourself that you're that person's best partner. You guys are meant for each other. Like, you might fall into that a little bit, but you still will have your voice, and you still will grab on your emotions and be like, nope, like, I'm going to use these feelings. I'm not going to let them spill out of me and go crazy. So you have a little bit of like falling back into it, but also it's the exact same energy that's going to be like, no, I have the power to control this. And then you end with the Chariot. And that is just about being, you know, it feels here like you have a muse. It feels like there's a muse of some sort, whether that's a person or a celebrity or like a friend or whatever, a dog. But it feels like a muse is inspiring you this week, especially with that Daughter of Wands. And you're going to be moving forward, and you do seem to have some sort of goal, and you are driven, and you have that power and strength. And the energy to finish something and move forward with this other beautiful goal and leave it behind you. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, this week. I'm going to pull one more card for you from the Calm the Chaos deck as extra little advice to get you through these energies this week. It's always nice. Terrible shuffle, my goodness. All right, we have Life is Sweeter When You Slow Down. Interesting. It's interesting considering you have like the Chariot and some fiery things going on here. But I'm sure it resonates for you guys in your own way. Life is sweeter when you slow down. Being present in the journey and joys of life is not possible when everything is swirling by so fast. When life feels like it's happening at a dizzying pace, it's time to slow down, catch your breath, calm the chaos, and enjoy the sweetness of each day. Think about where and when it may serve you to slow down your life, to slow your life down. Look at your schedule for the next week. Consider what you can cancel, postpone, or delegate to add some space between appointments and responsibilities. Doing nothing can be a beautiful act of self-care. Does feel like you're moving into an energy of a little bit more self-care this week, and a little bit more self-recognition, and maybe dropping some other people, hopefully not in a rough way. Let's try to be compassionate this week. Scorpio, I know you're a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I relate, trust me. And I know it's a full moon, so everybody calm down. Embody that Mother of Swords. You know, she can control her emotions, and she can use her words in ways that create boundaries, healthy boundaries for herself. And if it pisses off other people, it's not her problem. So that's what I have for you this week, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe. I promise this whole situation is going to get way more fun every single week. I'm going to grow every single week. All of this is always changing. I understand I'm super grainy in the video, so look forward to me getting a nice camera one of these days. You're going to celebrate with me, I promise. I'm going to get the camera, I'm going to like shoot your video, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can see her so, oh my gosh, are those 14 pimples? I can see her too good. Yeah, trust me, you're going to get to that point with me, and you're going to be like, I remember when she was just this shitty little grainy like tarot channel. It'll be fun, is what I'm saying. Come on, grow with me, like and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading from me, please hit me up at my email address down below, and we will set up an appointment to meet. I like to do video chats, but if you don't like to do that, we can do a phone or whatever. But anyway, hit me up in the email. I will do personal readings now while I can. So I won't be able to do those forever. So get them while you can. Scorpio, fellow Scorpios. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day again, and I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful week.